Hi everyone, welcome to Impact Academy. Today let us look at AP Geography. Okay, let's have a quick revision of the question and answers. So between which latitudes and longitudes is Andhra Pradesh situated? Okay, so if you go to, let us see, this is the new map of Andhra Pradesh after the 26 districts. And if you look at the latitudes, 12 degrees 41, 12 degrees 41 minutes, 19.07 north. Okay, so this is north above the equator, and 76, 51, 84 for east. So remember all these things. So now let's go back. So see, 12 degree 41 minutes, 19.07 degrees north, and latitudes are 76 degrees 51 minutes and 84.40 east longitude. So you have to remember these things. Okay, let's move ahead. And also anything else? See, the Andhra Pradesh area is 1,62,970 square kilometers. Okay, and it forms 48.7% of the total area of the country. And currently, by area, it is in seventh position, and by population, it is in 10th position, and it has the second longest coastline. This is very, very, very important. 974 kilometers, and that is after Gujarat. Okay, Gujarat is number one, 1214. Okay, now write down all these things. They are all very important. Fine. Let's move ahead. Which is the eastern boundary state to Andhra Pradesh? So, if you look at Andhra Pradesh boundaries, you have Telangana in the northwest, Chhattisgarh in the north, Odisha in the northeast, Karnataka in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, and Tamil Nadu in the south. Okay, again, Tamil Nadu in the south, Chhattisgarh in the north, Telangana in the northeast, and eastern side what you have Orissa, right? Orissa, Bay of Bengal, and let's go back. See what did we miss? Telangana, Karnataka, Bay of Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, and Tamil Nadu. Fine. So eastern boundary is nothing but Bay of Bengal. Just now we have seen, which is the southern boundary state to Andhra Pradesh. Again, we have seen it is Tamil Nadu. Southern boundary is Tamil Nadu. Northern boundary is Chhattisgarh. Telangana is northwest and Karnataka is west. Number of districts in Andhra Pradesh is, of course, I'm sure everyone is aware, 26. Okay, after the division, after the addition of new districts, now it is 26 districts. So you have to remember all the 26 districts. Okay, this is the master sheet of what you say. You can uh, you can just a minute, please. Okay, you can note down. You can pause the video and note down all this. It's very important. So you have 26 districts. Okay, Konaseema, Ambedkar, Anakapalli, Anantapur, etc., all the way to Vijayanagaram, Visakhapatnam. So, and you need to know what is the headquarter and what is the population. Of course, not everything, highest, lowest, we will look into that. Like you have to know area wise, highest, okay, Prakasam, followed by Allur Sitaramaraju, Kadapa, and lowest is Visakhapatnam, followed by Konaseema, West Godavari. Again, population wise, you have highest Nellore, Prakasam, Kurnool, Anantapur, NTR, lowest Parvatipuram Manyam, Allur Sitaramraju district, Bapatna. Again, mandal wise, you have Prakasam, Nellore, Kadapa, etc., Vishakhapatnam, Parvatipuram Manyam. So, whether it is highest or lowest, at least try to remember one or two. Okay, and also you have six in Uttarandhra. These are the six, and within Uttarandhra, area wise, highest is ASR, lowest is Vishakhapatnam, and within Uttarandhra, population wise, highest is Srikakulam, lowest is Parvatipuram Manyam. Similarly, for coastal Andhra, you can pause and have a look. Okay, within the coastal Andhra, it is Prakasam, Konaseema, and population wise, Nellore, Bapatla. And in Rayalaseema, you have 8 districts. Okay, within Rayalaseema, Anantapur is the highest, Chittoor is the lowest, and population wise, Kurnool is the highest, and Annamai is the lowest. Fine. So we will come back as per the need. Let us go to the questions. The year in which Vijayanagaram district was formed. See, there are 26 districts, and it may not be possible to remember all the districts. So don't worry about such questions. If you get such questions in the exam, if you remember, it's fine. Otherwise, just move ahead. Okay, 1979, June 1st. The length of coastal line of Andhra Pradesh, as I said, is very important, is 974 kilometers. We have seen just now, right? It's one of the fundamental thing to remember. Okay, 974 kilometers is the second longest coastline of Andhra Pradesh, and the first one is Gujarat, which is 1214.7 kilometers. So, what is the area of Pulicat Lake? Again, it may not be possible to remember all this. Pulicat Lake is in the southern border of Andhra Pradesh. If you look at the Andhra Pradesh map, Lake Chilka will be in the north. Okay, Andhra Odisha border, in Odisha itself, you will have Lake Chilika, and Pulicat will be in the southern part. So somewhere here, almost to the border of the Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, but within Andhra Pradesh itself, Lake Pulicat will be here. So previously it was called Nellore because all this was Nellore. Now it is Tirupati. So you have to keep in mind, because after the new districts have formed, there is a lot of change. Okay, for example, Horsley Hills used to be in Chittoor. Now they are in Annamaya district. So all these things you have to observe through the questions and try to remember. What are the hills in north branch of Eastern Ghats? Now let us look at various hills of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so let us look at various hills of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, fine. So Nallamala hills are in Nandyala, and all these things are fine. Seshachalam, okay, Seshachalam, Palakondlu, all these are very important. Seshachalam is a biosphere reserve also. It is in the Tirupati region, okay, Kadapa region, and see Horsley Hills, Annamaya. Previously it was in Chittoor, now it is Annamaya, and Nagarjunakonda, Vinukonda, all these things just go through. Majorly, we are looking at Papikondalu, right? Papikondalu and Dhumakondalu are in Godavari. Okay, Godavari districts, we have Papikondalu and Dhumakondalu, and Palakondalu are in Kadapa region. So with this information, let us look at the question. What are the hills in the north branch of Eastern Ghats? So obviously Papikondalu and Dhumakondalu, because they are in the Godavari region. Palakondalu, on the other hand, we have seen that it is in the Kadapa region. Okay, so it is not in the north. Kadapa will come into the Rayalaseema, more like southwest, right? So in the northern branch, it is Papikondalu and Dhumakondalu. Try to remember that. The district in which Mallama Kondalu are situated. Again, Mallama Kondalu is nothing but this Horsley Hills only. It is Horsley Hills are also called as Yenugu Yellama Kondalu or Mallama Kondalu. So, if there is Annamaya district in the option, you have to go with Annamaya only. But if the question has Chittoor and not Annamaya, then maybe you can go for Chittoor. Okay, but because Horsley Hills are in what you say Madanapalli district, Madanapalli Mandal. So Madanapalli is right now in Annamaya district. So keep in mind, Mallama Kondalu, Yenugu Kondalu or Horsley Hills, they are all in Annamaya district. So what is called as the climate of Andhra Pradesh? Now, Andhra Pradesh is definitely not in the equatorial region, right? We've seen just now, okay, the coordinates of Andhra Pradesh. We have just now seen the coordinates. So it is in the tropical region, right? Northern part, if you are talking about tropical region up to 23, it is the tropical region, 23 degrees. So it is within 23 degrees. So it would be tropical, and it is in the monsoon region. We have the southwest monsoon in most of the northern region. So it is tropical monsoon region. Okay. So what is the average minimum temperature of the state? Now, these things, the question has to be more clear. Anyway, you try to remember the average minimum temperature is 18 degrees, and usually the average maximum temperature will be somewhere around 35. And Renta Chintala, okay, Renta Chintala is the hottest place in Andhra Pradesh. It has a its temperature reach from 45 degrees to 50 degrees during summer. Fine, so remember it and try to update with the latest because these things keep changing, right? In which district of Andhra Pradesh is the famous summer resort of Horsley Hill situated. See, Madanapalli, previously it was in Chittoor district, but right now it is in Annamaya district. Okay, remember that. So, what is the state's annual average rainfall? Again, these things keep changing, but among these options, 966 mm is the best thing. If you see the next question also, which region in Andhra Pradesh receives maximum rainfall? See, we all know that Godavari river has what you say surplus of water always compared to the other rivers like Krishna or Penneru, etc. So, Seeleru and Savari. So, let us look at this. The rivers, we'll get an idea, better idea. So, if you look at the rivers, okay, Godavari, see, Sabari and Seeleru are the tributaries of Godavari. Fine. So usually Sabari and Seeleru are considered as receiving maximum rainfall. And you see here Hagari in Tungabhadra, right? In Tungabhadra there is Hagari. So Hagari is often considered as receiving low rainfall. So anyway, which regions in Andhra Pradesh receive maximum rainfall? It is Seeleru and Shabari Valley. Keep that in mind. So when do whirlwinds occur in Bay of Bengal? So, if you are aware about southwest monsoon, if you look at the India map, it comes from the southwestern side, passes through much of India, the what is a central and peninsular India. Then it hits the Himalayan region in the eastern part, and then comes back as the northeast monsoon. So, when it comes back as the northeast monsoon, most of the whirlwinds occur in Bay of Bengal. So, northeast monsoon time. Which type of soils are formed by the sand and alluvium carried through river? See, wherever there is river, you have to take it for granted that alluvial soils will be there. Okay, whenever there is a river, the surrounding soils will be deposits of alluvium. They are called as alluvial soils, and they are very fertile. Okay, in India, alluvial soils make up in the Ganga, Indus, and Brahmaputra river valleys, and they make up the most. I mean, as percentage, they are the highest. But in Andhra, if you look at the soils of Andhra, okay, this is very important. You have majorly six type of soils in Andhra Pradesh. The red soil constitutes of 65%. Try to remember this, very important. Okay, in India, alluvial soils are the highest, but in Andhra, 65% are made up of red soils, and black soils are 25%. Try to remember the order also. Alluvial soils make up for only 5%. They are found in the river valleys of Godavari, Krishna, etc. Coastal regions 3%, laterite soil 1, and saline soil 1%. So this is very important. And if you look at the question, which type of soils are formed by the sand and alluvium through rivers? Alluvial soils, which are around 5%. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh, remember that. In India, they form around 43%. Okay, just cross it, but that is which soils have the capacity to absorb and store water for a longer time. See, black soils are also called as tropical Chernogems. Okay, Chernogems are the most fertile soils in the world. They are in Ukraine, and black soils are called as tropical Chernogems. They have high water retention capacity. They are very good for cultivation of cotton, tobacco, etc. So within this, alluvial soils and black soils are good for cultivation. On the other hand, red soils and laterite soils are not very good for cultivation. Okay, remember that also. You need some irrigation for red soils and for laterite soils. Which soils have the low capacity to absorb water and are less fertile? So as we have seen, alluvial soils and black soils have good water retention capacity and they are very fertile. On the other hand, red soils and laterite soils have low water retention capacity and are less fertile. So, within red soils and laterite soils, I would say laterite soils are less fertile. Okay, red soils are also less fertile, but laterite soils are more, what you say, more less fertile because laterite soils are mostly formed due to leaching. Okay, where there is alternate wet and dry spell of rain, high humidity, and high temperature. So in such a situation, most of the nutrients of the soils are leached away. So laterite soils are leached soils. Remember all that. So I would say this is the better option among these two. Both red soils and laterite soils are low in water absorption capacity and are less fertile. but laterite soils are more infertile. Which soils are formed are in areas with high rainfall, humidity, and temperature. See, as I said, high rainfall and more specifically alternate, okay, alternate dry and wet spells, and high humidity and high temperature. So mostly laterite soils, and laterite soils are mostly found in coastal regions. Okay, if you look at the Karnataka and Kerala coastal regions, they are full of laterite soils. They are leached soils, very low in nutrition, and they are less fertile. Okay, they are not very fertile. So which soils spread in less area in Andhra Pradesh? So as I said, if you look at this, um, among the given options, laterite soils are 1%, okay, and you can see the others are significant. So among this, red soils are 65%, black soils are 25%, alluvial soils are 5%, but laterite soils are only 1%. So in Andhra Pradesh, laterite soils are spread less in this question. Okay, so in the next session, we'll continue with 20 more questions. Thank you.